Have you ever had trouble building a base game only home in The Sims 4? Trust me, besties, same here. Because I thought it'd be really interesting to do a renovation and see what I can do with it and make it look better. So if you watch my streams, you probably already seen this already, me building this live on stream. Well, I'm doing this series on YouTube where I renovate one of your houses in The Sims 4. And so if you want me to renovate one of your houses, just go ahead and use the hashtag spring it up on the gallery using that, and I'll be able to see your house and hopefully renovate it on stream or in a video or both. So get your entries in while you can because it's going to be an ongoing thing. Now, I'm doing this renovation by this lovely user named CarCarMiller2244 on the gallery. They are a well-known person in my community on Twitch and on YouTube. They're always in the comments commenting something really lovely and kind below. And they asked me to renovate one of their houses, and I was like, sure, why not do it? It is a 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom home here in Willow Creek. It's a base game only home. Now, I don't know if Car only has the base game because they do tend to build only base game only houses. So I wanted to keep it base game friendly for them, but also for you all as well. Now, this is what the original house looks like. And honestly, when I looked at it on stream, I said to myself, there's literally nothing wrong with it. The house looks amazing. I love the exterior. I love the interior, the wall placements, the layout, the stair placement. All the objects are just stunning. And like looking at base game only houses, I always ask myself, where is this all stuff from? I don't remember. And then people remind me it's only from base game. And I have to say, for base game from where it was before and where it's at now, it has improved significantly, way better. And I think you all can agree with me. Base game is way better now than it was before in 2014. And I have to say, Car, if you're watching this video, which I think you are a very talented builder. Never doubt yourself. You are amazing. You are talented. You are wonderful. Keep going at it. And honestly, I really love this yellow bedroom because yellow is my favorite color, as you all know. And personally, I didn't want to delete it, but I had to and make it a little bit different for the layout and make sure I can kind of fit what I need to fit. Now, the backyard, I have to say, is quite neat because they used a giant roof and made it like a sunroom with a rooftop garden over here and then kind of covering the pool on the backside. Even like a small little gaming station, which is really cool and cute. I love the matching chairs and the lounge chair, and then the front yard is definitely very keen and very stylish. But I think we should go ahead and hop into the renovation. Now, like I said, I haven't done a base game only house in a very long time, since last year, and I thought, why not dibble dabble, see what I can do, test my building skills, and kind of make it work for this build. Now, it is on a 20 by 15 lot, and I believe my renovation cost over maybe 100K or somewhere like below that. I would probably say like maybe like 91,000 simoleons. I can't guarantee that because I literally forgot. I just started placing down objects and did what I thought looked best. And so if you want to download the original build, I will link it down below in the description along with their origin ID and also my renovation in case you want to download it as well. And I honestly had a lot of fun building this on stream. Like personally, I don't do a lot of renovations because when I look at a person's house, I tell myself there's literally nothing wrong with it. Like everyone builds so differently and everyone's a talented builder in their own different way. And I feel so bad like demolishing their hard work and expertise and making it look completely different or just like kind of keeping a similar style. Now, honestly, I will always do my best to make it look, decently good and fit their style and my style together, but experiment while doing it. Now, if you want me to renovate one of your houses in The Sims 4, just go ahead and use the hashtag spring it up on the gallery. It could be a new house or a old house you had actually did before, but you want me to renovate. Feel free to re-upload it if you want to, but if it's a new house, I would love to have a little bit of a challenge. Like if you want to make it abandoned and you want me to like kind of bring it back to its former glory, or just something that's I would say a small little home that needs a little upgrading, that is bare basic, but you want to add my have my expertise in making it my own but adding your style to it, if that makes any sense. I don't know. So if you want me to do it, link down below all the details you need to know about it and stuff. But I was kind of capturing the idea of a 1930s Victorian home. And now by all means, I did not use any packs at all. I just used base game. And so I was a little bit limited on the objects that I could use. and I kind of worked with what I had. And I think I did it okay. Honestly, it is a two bedroom, I believe a two-bedroom, two-bathroom home in this small little lot. And I personally believe that, no, actually, I remember. I believe I made this a part of me thinks I did like a three-bedroom, two and a half bathroom home, which in my eyes, I think I did. I squeezed in like the most smallest, teeny tiny bit that I could think of. I know I added in a toddler's bed. I did. I did. It's a three-bedroom, two-bathroom. I remember, I remember these things all the time. It is a three-bedroom, two and a half bathroom home because I added in the parents' bedroom, like the main bedroom, which is not that big to be honest, and then a toddler's room. And what I did with the toddler's room that you'll see like in a hot minute is that I kind of basically made my own custom made like diaper change area, and it looked so cool. Like I honestly wish we had like a changing table in the Sims 4, because bathing your babies in, just how you do it, and then bathing your toddlers through the sink or changing their diaper is just not enough. I want to be able to change their diaper on a changing table. That is why I want Generation so bad in The Sims 4. Like, you have no idea. I just need it in my life, honestly. I really do. And I have to say that kind of working with the dimensions and all of the objects that I could use, I think I did it okay. I could have done a little bit better. I think if I spent a little bit more time on the toddler's bedroom, I could have added in more clutter, but I didn't want to overcrowd it with too much stuff where it wasn't really usable. And personally, I think that if you download this house, you will have a lot of fun, and you can kind of expand onto the story that this kid who was a toddler, like 3 years old, grew up and they changed their bedroom around or whatever. And I think that it's something that I've always wanted to do, expand the home with a story in mind. And as you all know, if you're new to the channel, you probably have not known, but if you are like, a recent, reoccurring viewer of mine, you would know that I love storytelling in The Sims. And so I will literally put everything into a backstory. I don't care what it is, but I will make it into a backstory. I will tell a baby bottle backstory. Like if I see a baby bottle, I will give that bottle a storyline if I have to, because that's like the only way I can kind of keep myself interested in The Sims. Like when there's no challenge or there's really no like sadness to it or just like anything to it, I don't know what to do. So I add a story to it to make it look and sound different and also look different too. So the idea, like I said, a 1930s Victorian home. And my idea was that the Sim who had literally only three kids, they had three kids, a toddler who's 3, and then 2 other kids, one a teen and one as a kid, of course. So the 3 different life stages in The Sims 4 minus the baby, because I didn't really want to add a baby in there anyway. So I was thinking of putting this into my save file, and of course I think that I could make my own, which I should, but I think I want to add this into my save file because the idea that I had was like Victorian home, 1930s. It's been upgraded over time, of course, because, times do change. You don't want to change the historical value of the home. You want to keep the structure the same, but you want to give it an updated look, like new wallpaper and maybe changing out the windows a little bit, but not too much, like just adding like some shutters to it, closing it off, but also adding in some new landscaping because plants do not live forever, as we all know. I know quite a few. Now, here's my other thing too, is that with plants, I go a little bit overboard with the landscaping a tiny bit. I wanted to make it look luscious and cool and amazing, as I always do, or as I try to do. So I think that this will be, I don't know, fit in the style a little bit. I didn't want to go overboard with it, so I just kind of added a little teensy tiny bit to it. And so back to my story, like I said, is that the Sim who is I would call a single parent, but not really a single parent, they're more so orphans. And they basically had to kind of live off the land for a couple of years before deciding to move into a permanent home. And this home was abandoned for so long. And they decided to add in furniture that they see fit or was just like more comfortable for them to have in their home for the time being until they got more funds later on in their life. Now, this Sim is an adult who is like around, like I would say, 32 years old, and their siblings is 3, 9, and 16. And personally, with the 16-year-old, they're about to go to university in a couple of years, and they're deciding to go into agriculture or some type of, I don't know, something that has to do with like engineering, I would say. So they'll go to school for engineering. And a part of me kind of wants to make the family now that I'm saying all of this, because it is what I do. And I just might do it. So you'll see a creative sim or something coming soon of the family that will be living in this house. And they will be put into my save file. So you'll have them to play with and just not, just a one-off thing. You'll see them around here and there, of course. But the 32-year-old is kind of like doing part-time jobs, like as a freelancer at the moment. So they're going kind of from job to job to job, just trying to stay afloat in the home, and also just trying to have some income into the house so they can keep their siblings alive and themselves alive. And hopefully they'll be able to kind of get a permanent job that's not freelancing, but being able to work for themselves or work a 9 to 5 job as a salary person. I just don't know yet. And I'm deciding that they should go back to university, because I think that education is very important. I know education is very important to a lot of people, and it's very important to me. And I always tell my Sims, if I think they're real, I always strive for them to do great and be the best versions of themselves, or like be the more successful version of themselves, no matter what it might be, in engineering or graphic design or art or singing, whatever they might be doing. I want them to be successful in every areas of their lives. And I think that with them kind of staying in this home for quite some time, for the past 2 years, they have thought to themselves that they want to be able to kind of expand the horizons and see where they'll go, and hopefully make a name for themselves and their legacy. If they ever end up having a legacy, I just don't know just yet. And I'm pretty proud of what they've done so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing how life goes for all of them. And now the 9-year-old sim who lives in this house, they go by they them pronouns, and I think it's like so cool that they have identified what they feel more comfortable with. And what's so amazing to me is that the Sims team has officially like made an announcement about having pronouns in the Sims 4. And what's so exciting for me is that my Sims can finally truly represent themselves the way they want to represent themselves through their pronouns. And it's important to be your true authentic selves, no matter what it might be, whether it's through gender or through pronouns or through, your sexuality, whatever it might be. And it's good to have a game that can express that, and you can express yourself the way you want to express yourself. And a lot of my Sims definitely have a lot of like they them pronouns, or like she her, or he him, or z their or theirs. And it's definitely important to me to showcase these things in my Sims gameplay. One, for me, and also for you all, because I tell stories and I want to make them as like realistic as possible, but not too realistic, if you know what I mean. And I think it's always fun to do like research and kind of get insights and understand and everything. And I always ask you all for like feedback and, ideas on like storylines that I should tell in The Sims, and kind of just convey something that hasn't been shown before on screen. And I'm just like really, 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 really excited about pronouns. I've been waiting for this for a long time. And what's so interesting too is that a lot of people don't really know that they have pronouns. Like, it's weird, because I'm like, pronouns is an everyday usage. Like, everyone has pronouns, everyone uses pronouns, and a lot of people don't think they're using pronouns, but they are. Like, you just can't not use pronouns. It's an every person's thing. It's like that's her backpack, or like that's her chair, or that's his backpack, or that's their, everyone has pronouns. Everyone uses it every single day. So it's like, you cannot not use it. It's just a common thing in the English language. For other countries, it's different, of course. Different languages have different, pronouns and different spellings of them. And so it's more of an like American thing, that I would say, that we use pronouns every single day in our lives. And it's a thing that I use all the time. And I have to say, like, we wouldn't get pronouns in The Sims 4 if it wasn't for Momo Misfortune. Like, Momo Misfortune is a very talented, like, streamer, soon to be YouTuber. I'm waiting for them to, like, make some YouTube videos, but, hey, Momo Misfortune is a very talented streamer. They are a part of my community. They are a part of the Twitch community. They're a part of the AT&T class of 2021 with me, along with my friend Michelle and It's Me Troy, and a bunch of other streamers as well. And I think it's like so freaking cool that Momo Misfortune is finally getting the recognition that they deserve, and people see it and people adore them, and I adore them, and I can't wait to see what they do next. Now, if you want to watch any of their streams, I will link it down below in the description as always, so you can kind of check them out, see what their channel is all about, and enjoy their vibes. They're very chaotic, cursed vibes. In a good way. Cursed and chaotic is a good thing, is what I'm saying. And honestly, Momo, doing great. But anyway, like I said, the 9-year-old goes by they, them pronouns, and I just want to kind of clarify all that for you all. And personally, I think that with the 16-year-old, they just go by like he, him pronouns. That the 16-year-old goes by he, him, the 9-year-old goes by they, them. The 3-year-old, we just don't know yet. We don't know what pronouns they will have personally. And the 32-year-old, they just go by she, her. And also they, them as well. So she, her, and they, them is what they use as like what they prefer. And so I think it's kind of fun. And, I cannot wait to make them in the future and see what, comes to play. And eventually, I don't know when we'll have pronouns in The Sims 4, but you'll have The Sims and you'll be able to play with all of them to your liking, and hopefully one day I can change them back, like give them like their pronouns in the game once we have them, and then I'll like re-upload them so you can all have them. But unless you want to do it for yourself, you can. But besides all of that, that's my spiel. That's what I wanted to talk about today. The storyline behind all these Sims, their pronouns, and like all the things that I'm like looking forward to for the Sims franchise and everything. But this is where I started building the toddler's bedroom, and I was so excited about this because I started doing like this like custom-made changing table. And you can see I used an ottoman and was it a dishwasher? An ottoman and also a dresser drawer, and then put like a bunch of like baby bottles and diapers on top of it to signify that it is a changing table, but it's not a changing table. So like technically you can change your toddlers out of like their pajamas into other clothing using the dresser drawer instead of like on top of it. Now, I don't know if your Sims can actually sit on the ottoman. If they tried, they probably could. I don't know. But I'll make it like a YouTube tutorial short about it on how to make a changing table in The Sims 4. More simplified and kind of fun. Base game friendly, of course. And hopefully that works in y'all's favor. But overall, as always, I think we're going to go ahead and hop into the real-time tour so it's not all sped up. And yeah. Now, honestly, I wasn't too sure on how this house was going to turn out in the end result, but I'm glad that it turned out the way I hoped it to be. And personally, I think I did a pretty good job, especially on the interior, because the fact that this house is on a 20 by 15 lot and I managed to fit in 3 bedrooms and then like 1.5 bathroom in this home was quite shocking to me. And of course, I did cut out a few things like the bathrooms and some of the landscaping, but other than that, I was pretty happy on what I did because 4 Sims, 1 young adult, 1 teen, 1 kid, and 1 toddler, you have a lot of personality going into that home with that family. So I made sure I added in quite a few things for each and every life stage, but also kind of keeping the same architectural style with an updated look. Now, personally, I'm in love with this living room. It's one of my ultimate favorites. It's old-timey, plus it's also base game, so it fits very well with the time period that I was trying to go for. And then for the kitchen slash mini dining room, we have over here not a lot of appliances actually, just because these Sims are poor and they don't have a lot of money to really afford nice things. So I gave them a microwave, a dishwasher, a stove, a sink, and that's basically it. Plus a very nice stove, not stove, but fridge. And then of course, a small little dining room table. I would call it the kids area where they eat after, a nice formal dinner party or just like a regular party. And then we have the formal dining room over here. Now for the upstairs, I really had a lot of fun with it because I was so excited, mainly for the toddler's bedroom, just because of the small little trick by adding in a dresser drawer, adding an ottoman on here with using my Control 9 key to lift it up off the ground, and then a bunch of like diapers and baby bottles from Debug. Now, personally, I feel like we should start a petition to get changing tables in The Sims 4 because we need them. I'm tired of having my babies and them being stinky and my toddlers and just standing right there just to change them. That is just disgusting and nasty. So a changing table would change all those things. And I feel like we should get it now, or we get it in Generations. Now, personally, Generations just happened like this year. Manifesting it now. I want Generations so bad. You have no idea. But personally, I had a lot of fun with the toddler's bedroom. And then the kid's bedroom, the teen sleeps on top, and then the kid sleeps at the bottom, of course. So they do that. And so it's a very small, quaint bedroom. Not much going on here. They got a little kid's drawing table with some drawings on the wall. And then, you know, a ruler for the height measurement, of course, when they age up and get a little bit taller. And then for the master bedroom, I wasn't really too sure on how it was going to turn out to be because my original idea was to have this be a family of 5 instead of a family of 4. So technically when you download this house, you could just move the bed over one and like have it like this and then put like an end table here so you have like ample amount of space for, I don't know, a tissue box, a clock, a lamp, whatever it might be what you want to do. But I wasn't thinking that at the time, so I just did it this way. And then, of course, I gave him an easel and then a chair. So you got all that there for you. And then for the backyard, which honestly, not a lot of stuff is happening back here. It's not really a party. I mean, all you got is a nice grill and then some seating and then a lovely tandem bike to go riding around. It's not a tandem bike. It's a commuting bicycle. So you got that going on for you. So some transportation to get where you need to go. Now, for the front yard, I have to say I didn't want to put the 2 planter pots in the backyard because how small it was. And I thought your Sims could squeeze through here and, do some planting and have some fun that way. And then I did, of course, add in some seating and then some Zoomer, delivery bags because they do take out a lot of food. They go grocery shopping, they order, they deliver. So Zoomers is there for you. Now, honestly, it's not that bad of a house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. It does cost like 92,000 simoleons, so it's quite expensive, but I feel like for the size and like the amount of Sims that are going to live here, it seems quite appropriate in my eyes, but that's totally up to you. But either way, as always, I do hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below, as always, on what do you thought of this renovation. And of course, if you want me to renovate one of your houses in The Sims 4, all you got to do is just upload one of your builds to the gallery under the hashtag SpringItup. All the details will be down below in the description, but always, anyway, I do hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!